Hey boys and girls, we have a fuel tank. This is a generous donation from my brother. He has a Mopar, and for some reason he was going to put a fuel cell in it for a little bit there because he was having problems with his original tank having rust in it. And then after he bought all the stuff to do that, I guess he decided that, you know, I'll just put the replacement style tank in it. Maybe they weren't available, I don't know. Anyways, that's a 12-gallon fuel cell from what I've been able to find out. It will fit hopefully in this area. This tube is not welded on yet because they didn't know how big a fuel tank I was going to put in it, so I believe I can move this forward about an inch and that thing will drop right down in there. I'd like to be able to make it flush with the top here of this rail, but with the suspension and CV joint and all that, I don't know until I get a rear torsion in here how much room I can drop it. So I might not be able to drop it all the way down flush. It may be more in the center range, which will be okay. As long as it's not sticking up like that, I'll be happy with it. But anyways, that kind of helps me along, saves me probably $100 or more. Plus it has the sending unit in it, and he even had a fuel gauge with it, because I guess the other one wasn't going to work with his stock car, because they're different ohms. So that's pretty awesome. We also got a motor. Unfortunately, it won't fit. It's just a little too long, and there's a secondary problem. Kennedy does not make adapters for 225 slant sixes. They don't do it. So, which is kind of odd. They make them for other straight six motors and V6 motors. Plus, this thing is a brick. It is hugely heavy. But he converted his car to a V8 power and gave me that to see what I can get for it. And already got an offer on Craigslist for that thing. So that will be going away soon, and I can give him his engine hoist back, because I need that to lift it up. The thing's not going to be picked up by me. But thank you to my brother for the awesome gifts, because that stuff right there puts me much farther along on this. Kind of makes me choose which style I was going to do, a round or a fuel cell, and now we got a fuel cell. So, still got to do the floors first, and then the roof, and then hopefully the sides. I want to do all that stuff first because I have the material for that. And then hopefully I can get a torsion housing. I already have a pretty good lead on one. And then get the torsion housing in there, because once that's in there, it's going to be much heavier to rotate this thing over. So get all my brackets that I can flip this thing around like a tin can until that torsion housing is in there. It's going to be easier to do without torsion housing in it. I thought about putting the fuel cell in the front, but that won't work with the tie rods and stuff. So the fuel cell has to go back there. As far as other things, I was thinking about it, and transmission-wise, because of where the shifter is and how the seats are, I was thinking cable shifter. And my brother brought up a good point of why not use an automatic out of a bus. So they're a little harder to find over here. I haven't really seen too many for sale lately. They do come up for sale on the East Coast every now and again. But I'm really thinking about doing something like that. Because if I could put a full auto in there, that'd be easier to drive in the woods. And also it'd have a cable shifter. So that may be something that I would like to do. It's just, we'll have to see what we can come up with. For right now, it'll probably just be all Type 1 based. But anyways, guys, get out there and get your project going. Let's get these cars running again. And like I say, a big thank you to my brother for supplying a fuel tank and hopefully some extra coins for this, so I don't have to use my diaper money. Kids like their diapers. And that way we can get this thing going a little faster here. My next project is, like I say, doing the roof, the floors, and the aluminum on the side, and then we'll find a torsion housing. So I'll see you guys later. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I'm putting all the Dune Buggy videos in a playlist, so you can watch it from the start to the beginning if you want to do that. And get out there and get your cars going.